To know Frank Edward is to know that Frank Edward's mom has been one of the strong pillars, one of the strong voices that have been able to keep Frank Edward calm even in the midst of the storms. As Frank Edward pens an emotional message to his mom, telling the world how God has used his mom to preserve him and a whole lot more. You all know the whole brouhaha that has been going on social media between gospel ministers and their pastors. But Frank Edward is coming out to tell the world how God has been using his mom to preserve him. I'm Amy React. Here I do gist and reactions. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. Frank Edward took to his Instagram page to say that I'm still alive, sane and divinely protected. Is God using this woman right here? Not one thing she ever told me the Lord is saying that was not correct. I used to argue with her when she says this is what the Lord is saying, but after arguing the thing will happen. And as she has said before my koro eyes. So I stopped arguing years ago. And I know what the Lord has done in my life. The peace is priceless. I was literally devastated after my dad passed because he was the one man that understood my silence, quietness, and never complaining attitude. But my mom covered that gap. She would look at me and say, "You are not okay. Don't be like your dad. Tell me what is wrong," and I will still say nothing. Next day, she will go to pray, only to come back to say, "The Lord spoke to me about it." And boy, she's 100% spot on. Every time I look at her, I remember I'm someone's child. This is just to say, I deeply appreciate you, Mom. Tell me about your mom in the comment section. You all know what has been going on between Frank Edward, gospel ministers, this whole brouhaha that has been going on. Many calling Frank Edward ungrateful for leaving Christ Embassy and a whole lot. And trust me, this can be much for a gospel minister who might be innocent of all the accusations. Frank Edward saying that his mom is that person that God has used to fill the void in his life is something worth talking about. This one says, "I really wish what my mother could come back to life. I miss her a lot and keep wondering how life would have been if she didn't leave too early." Frank Edward replies saying, "It is well with you. I feel same about my dad every day." Wow. Trust me, in days and times like this, we all need that shoulder that we can cry on. There are some people, the shoulder they will cry on is not their parents, because it's not every parent you go to cry on. There are some parents that is even better you don't even tell them what's going on in your life. Some it is their friend, some it is their husband, some it is their children, some it is their trusted colleagues. But we all have that special person that just understands and knows when something is wrong. You know, the fact that Frank Edward's mom can look at him and know that something is wrong, pinpoint it, pray about it, God reveals it to her, goes to show how dedicated she is as a mother. Trust me, I'm also like this. I don't like opening up. That's always been a problem for me. But you see, my husband, no matter how I try to bottle things up, he was looking at me. He knows that something is wrong and he tells me what it is. So I understand what Frank Edward is saying. For you to have such people that can just look at you, know that something is wrong, pray about it, and tell you is a gift that not everybody enjoys. Frank Edward is not yet married, and trust me, at this point and stage of his life, there are times he will feel lonely. There are times he will be unsure of some certain things. There are times he will be like, am I really holding on to God's promises? Or am I really sure this is what God wants for me? Am I sure I'm in the right path? Am I sure I'm doing the right thing? Am I sure I'm not making mistakes? So he just needs someone that will just be reassuring him that don't worry, everything is fine. You are in the right direction. God is still speaking over you. You understand? So this is really beautiful to talk about. Like I said earlier, it might not be one's parent, it could be friends, it could be well wishers, it could even be your spouse. But when you have that person that just understands when things are wrong, is able to pinpoint it and provide solutions, wow, you don't really know what God gave to you. Lovelies, who is that person in your life that just knows how to, make that calm in your storm? Let me know in the comment section. Mommy react. Here I do gist and reactions. Kindly like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.